Hey guys, so I kind of want to spark a conversation about faith. Um, and I found this in my car. It's something that I got at Bible study that they were passing out at the end. And it's a little thing and it has a mustard seed on the inside. And it made me think about faith as small as a mustard seed. That scripture comes from Matthew 17. Hold on, I'm having it on my computer. In 20. It says, "You don't have enough faith," Jesus told them. "I tell you the truth. If you had faith even as small as a mustard seed, you could say to this mountain, 'Move from here to there,' and it would move. Nothing would be impossible." And the kind of context around this is that a man knelt before Jesus. I'll just read what it says. It says, "At the foot of the mountain, a large crowd was waiting for them. A man came and knelt before Jesus and said, 'Lord, have mercy on my son. He has seizures and suffers terribly. He often falls into the fire or into the water. So I brought him to your disciples, but they couldn't heal him.' Jesus said, 'You're faithless and corrupt people. How long must I be with you? How long must I put up with you? Bring the boy here.' Then Jesus rebuked the demons in the boy, and it left him. From that moment, the boy was well. Afterwards, the disciples asked Jesus privately, 'Why couldn't we cast out that demon?'" And then it goes into, "You don't have enough faith." And because before then, they were trying to cast out this same demon. And I guess my question for you is, what don't you have enough faith about? Because if all the faith that you need is this big, do you really have faith? Are you really trusting God for whatever it is? Do you really believe it for yourself? I ask myself this question a lot of times when I'm believing for something. The thing about it is, I know that I've had situations in my life where absolutely I have faith. One of those situations is when I was going to grad school. I just knew that I was going to be going to Belmont University. I knew it. I had faith for it. No matter what grade I made on my GMAT, I knew that I was going to Belmont University. I was for some reason sure about it. I had faith about it. And it was probably only about this much. But I was just kind of like, that's where I'm supposed to be. And it happened. And did it happen because I had faith, or did it happen because I was supposed to be there? I'm not really sure. But my question for you is, do you have enough faith to believe God for whatever you're believing God for in this time? You might be having so many uncertainties about what's going on, how your life is, or maybe you're certain about, being at home, being rested, you feel at peace, and everything is wonderful and good, and you're learning about your kids and who's around you, and you're building better relationships. How is your faith and your relationship with God growing, and how are you building your faith in God? Because a lot of times we put our faith in things and we don't put our faith in God, who is always stable. He never changes, but things do change all the time. So again, just kind of a conversation, and these are just my thoughts, nothing deep, serious, or whatever, but it just sparked from me seeing this thing and thinking about that scripture. And the first thing after they tried to do it, they asked, like, why couldn't we do it? And the first thing he says is, you don't have enough faith. And then he goes on and says that if you had faith even as small as a mustard seed, you could say to the mountain and it would move. You guys, this is small. A mustard seed is so tiny. it makes me wonder, do we really have faith on things? Like, this is nothing. This is nothing. So really, do you believe? Just a thought.